naughty.
My wife's staying at her parents' house, so I'm all for this.
M Stone, Crown Casino putting Macca's next to KFC always leads to the hardest decisions to make at 4 a.m. Oh, if it's so true as well.
It's
It's like,
funny
what
because
one do
it's
I go with? It's
true.
obviously KFC. If
Yeah.
maybe if it's a hot night, you go get your KFC Zinger box and you eat your frozen Coke from Macca's because
Yeah, that's fair.
guess what? They
No,
don't give
no, no,
like
no, no,
frozen
no, no,
drinks
no,
at
no, no,
KFC
no, no,
anymore.
no, 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 no. I highly rate the frozen Pepsi.
No, I don't rate it. The frozen Coke is the one to go with, in my opinion, Moose.
In your humble opinion.
In my humbled but correct opinion.
M Stone in Echuca. Big shout out to Echuca. It's a long way to come for a poker game though.
Mate, it's not a long way to come down for the boys.
The boys.
Mate, I'd get in a 10-hour car drive just to go see the boys on a Saturday night. And hashtag Ask Easy from Whitey. Where are we going out this weekend? Mate, anywhere where there's alcohol and good
Yes,
visual
that is
stimulation.
a very informed call. The real hero we need. Do you know what? That's even a great name. I'm fucking impressed with that name. KFC need to bring back Crushers. 110% agree.
Yes, mate. Well, let's look at Greedo's lap here on reserve, mate. He's on that medium compound. Coming down towards turn 2, flicks it in, turns it right for turn 2, and then brakes down to second gear for turn 3. A whole lot of that curb, mate. That's going to unsettle the rear on the exit. Guess what? It did, because I am smart. He's bumping around a little bit, gets to the left-hand side of the circuit, gets a whole lot of that curb on the entry, shortening the line, opens the DRS. He's full stick ahead. Here he comes down Ruffles Boulevard, towards the braking zone of turn 7, onto the brakes, about 75 metres there, mate. Cut the apex, run over that nice little exit curb like a skateboard, mate. Grind it up, and then turn right down at turn number 8. Flick it back to the right, chuck it in left, mate. Open up the car. Don't hit the wall. He doesn't do that, but he didn't maximise it. He is flat out again, up to 7th gear, into the Singapore sling. Slide it up through there, bring it to the left to open up this right-hander before we go over the bridge. Be careful of that traction through here. It is careful over that curb. And now brake down to second gear. Get the power back in. He absolutely stomps on the throttle as we come back down on the DRS towards turn number 14, mate. Turn number 14. As now through the kink of 15 to the braking zone of 16 through the chicane. Get a whole lot of this curb. Both times he's riding it again like a skateboard. And now under the grandstand. Don't hit the wall under here, mate. You look like a bit of a dickhead. And he doesn't. So nicely done from VX Greedo. And he's coming around the final chicane now. Right over that curb. That's the way to do it. Get right up next to the wall and then throw it in. Misses the apex. That's going to send him wide. He's going to be careful with the throttle. And he goes fastest at 38.6.
I'll tell you what, I want to protest that Ferrari engine. That is not the engine that I had.
No good?
I had the Bonotto engine.
You had the clown engine.
Yeah, that is.
Maybe they left out the
Bonotto
MGK
engine.
or something.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm just shit.
What's Grimer got? Oh, don't say that, mate.
No.
Grimer
true.
goes just a 10th behind his teammate. It's a good lap time from Grimer. Someone crashed. No, it's just a car letting someone through. Maniac, he's invalidated, mate, so he's going to have to go again, and that's not what you want on a high tyre wear circuit. You don't want any more extra wear on those tyres than you need, especially with rain coming midway through the race.
Yeah, exactly right. Just seeing in the chat, Maloney and I actually live probably like 10 minutes from each other.
Mate, I know, mate, Snewy, he's from that part of town as well, mate.
Oh, do you know where?
I'm not going to reveal his location
That's fair.
without his permission.
What do you mean? We're buds.
Not that I think he cares, but that's his personal information.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, he's from that part of town. I'll give you that. But here comes Dirty Orange, mate. Can he set a dirty little lap time here, mate, to go to the top of the standings on those softs? No, he's not. He's a Delta lap, mate. He is slowing it right down, and he's done me dirty by doing that.
Well, he's lived up to his namesake, hasn't he? That dirty little orange.
But he has, mate.
Maniac on a lap at the moment. Runs a little bit deep there through. I'm pretty sure that's 9 that he's just come out of.
13. You're close. Oh no, it is 9. Is it? No, it's 13. It's 14 now.
Yeah, so when I picked it up, he was out of turn 9.
Oh, there you go, mate. It took me a while to flick over there, mate. You know, flick the fingers down to where he was.
Oh. I tried to flick the fingers once. I ended up with a baby. Anyway, he's just about to come around the last couple of corners. And he gets that rear end a little bit unsettled, and that was all part of the plan as well. He'll come across the line for on 39.5, as I think Daz has crashed. He crashed.
He has crashed.
Oh no,
wow, that's an interesting spot to do it.
That's a very interesting
he has crashed.
Crash. So Daz is out. That's a thing.
That he is, mate. Well, I suspect he's gone through here, gotten on that curb just here right on turn 2, and gone spearing to the left, mate. Well, there you go. He's out of the session. And he looked good. He looked quick, but we lose another driver in qualifying.
Yeah. We did say that this was a bit of a dangerous circuit in terms of that. So.
Indeed.
Very funny. Hashtag.
Oh, did we lose another one?
We did. Banana Hammock's out. We got a hashtag Ask Moose in the chat, mate. How many demerit points? Well, Whitey, you would know the answer to that, wouldn't you, champion? So, you really don't have to ask that question, do you, buddy?
We're having a look at the replay, mate, of Banana Hammock binning it into the wall, mate. As he came across the bridge, he just got it all sorts of wrong on that curb and straight to the scene of the accident. And he left a whole bunch of debris over the Anderson Street Bridge. As we'll jump on with Reedy, mate, on his first lap of the session on those medium compound tyres.
Well, I think I just got a little too salty at Whitey for the wrong reason. He asked me how many demerit points I've got left, not how many points I got in OSRL. I actually have all of my points.
I don't even know how many demerits I've got.
Mate, I've got all of mine. I'm a good boy.
I haven't had a fine in a while.
If you ask my wife, I'm the worst driver in the world. But if you ask me...
Yeah, but that's what they have to say, mate. They can't tell you you're a good driver.
Yeah. Right, but no, I have all of my demerit points. Thank you very much.
I think I have all of mine back again. I think.
Ooh, money.
Oh, my full license
Crown's
soon,
on,
so
mate. I just got paid.
Days.
Crown's a thing. I just got paid.
How much are you buying? Are you buying the buy-in for all the boys on the poker table? I was joking. Next question.
Yeah. I'll shoot you a caramel Sunday on the way home.
Shut up, Daisy. Pull out the old Kawhi Leonard laugh. Here comes Vanny around 21. Biggles Gaming, he's keen to see how Banana goes tonight. He's versing him tomorrow on ACC. I race a little bit of ACC myself, mate. I love that game. Been a whole lot of fun as Vandy goes into the 37th on the medium. That is quickety lickety delicious stuff.
Started well.
I have no idea what I just said, but there you go.
I'll tell you what though, in the Twitch chat, M Stone's he's looking for a bit of a fight. I think he's very much bagging out the southeast. And M Stone, whereabouts in the world are you from, mate? Because
he just said he's from Echuca.
Oh, he did say he's from Echuca, didn't he? Whatever, mate. They bury bodies up there, so it's the only place to hide them.
Man, I thought they just chucked him in the river.
Yeah. Anyway.
What can Raymond do, mate? He was on the front row with his teammate in Q1. Can he do it again? Well, look how far ahead Vandy is. He's a second ahead of Greedo.
Yeah, that he is.
And there you go, Raymond joins him on the front again.
Yeah.
These boys look
When's
quick
the,
tonight.
when's the last time that Alfa Romeo locked out a front row, mate? I'll give you the tip. It's never.
Have they ever?
It's never.
Have they? Yeah, have they ever? No. Even before they've known, you know, that's whatever that team, the Sauber team.
M Stone. You grew up in North Melbourne. All right, play on. Then you moved to Epping. Mate, I'm originally from Epping. I know just how... Well, sorry, I'm from near Epping. I know exactly how dodgy that place is. So, M Stone, you just need to keep your little opinions to yourself, because Epping is the pits, mate. And now you live in Echuca. So, go and be a little troll somewhere else, mate.
Oh, mate. Terms and conditions apply. Moosh's comments does not reflect the league about a little asterisk at the bottom. Don't take what we say to heart. We're talking shit.
Yeah. Anyone watching in Epping, I love you. Hi.
Mate, they're too busy at the shisha, mate. Alright, here comes Dirty Orange, goes P4.
Bodhod, do you know what's is it Bodhod? No. Where
do you get Bodhod from?
No, I don't know. I read it really quickly. Anyway,
oh, that's
you know
Vandy, Brody.
Do you know what
that's Vandy.
Do you know the best thing
He's
to
from
happen
South
in South
Australia.
Australia?
He's a loser.
Nothing.
Nothing
at all.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
At all.
Mate, can't wait to go to Adelaide to go to, like, the churches. Hell yeah.
I thought
better than with a 21-year-old.
I thought you were just going to pause at the end of that and be like, you know, I can't wait to go to Adelaide for the,
Yeah, nah.
Anyway, we'll get back to the action.
Shall we?
2 minutes to go, and Rolling Thunder is on a rolling lap, mate.
Mate, we've sparked up the chat with all this suburb talk, mate.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why you want to go to South Australia is to go to the wineries, mate. But I'm not old enough for that.
Do you know what?
I'm 21 and I don't have the taste for wine.
Off the coast of South Australia is a really cool spot for like doing research on great white sharks and that. I would really like to go there.
We've got some cool landscapes down there along the bight as you head towards the Nullarbor. Just the sort of endless cliffs, mate. No beaches, just sort of endless cliffs. Pretty cool scenery to look at.
Yeah. Well, they got Lake Eyre.
Go there just for that.
Their biggest claim to fame is Lake Eyre. I'm not really going to go there for that.
Isn't the only claim to fame for them is that they get an Australian passport?
And Rolling Thunder, he stays 11th, so if he's got the fuel on board, he'll...
It's not a bad place to start.
Well, yeah. I'd be starting on the hard tyre if I qualified 11th, I
definitely. 100%, mate. That soft tyre, you don't want to touch it here.
Yeah. And Dan the Racer is going to touch it. He's in fact going to start on it because he's retired in the pit lane, mate.
No, his best one was on the medium, mate. I just flicked over to that. So he retired with the soft selected, but the best one was on the medium. The only two in the top 10 currently who have set their best time on the softs is the two Aston Martin boys of Baz and Cheap Trick, but Baz is out there at the moment just starting a lap on the mediums. However, Cheap Trick, his session's over.
Oh, Rolling Thunder's missing his front wing.
Well, he's over as well.
He's had a conversation with the wall. He's had a bit more than a conversation with the wall by the look of that. He's had a full-blown argument.
F1 cars are sexy, but then you take off the front wing and it's not so sexy.
It's like it's like looking in yourself in the mirror just after you got out of the shower. It's not pretty.
What do you mean, mate? I'm fabulous.
Yeah, but I'm fat. I'm not. Like there's about 400 kilos of gunt in the way.
Mate, there's that underlying sex appeal, mate. Don't lie to yourself. We're riding with Buzz, mate.
Fat bastard in Austin Powers. I'm dead sexy.
A little bit too much of the Colonel, mate.
Yeah. But it's so delicious. And I don't think Baz needs to complete this lap, to be fair.
He doesn't need to. I don't think he... Well,
Is
I
his
don't think he's
fastest
pushing
lap
anymore.
time on a medium?
No, it's on a soft, mate. So that's... I don't think he was beating it, which was the problem for him.
That's unfortunate.
And he's backed off.
He has.
He's backed off, so he'll start on the softs, mate. So both of the Aston Martins will be starting on the softs, mate. And, well... I'm not going to count him out of it, but it's not the ideal strategy.
No.
Well, there you go. We lose Roland Thunder, Banana Hamilton does. The two ladders, they crashed early on, and Rolling Thunder just couldn't quite make it after he had that crash at the end.
Are we keeping
But
you awake,
Vandy, mate, it's been a long day of doing absolutely nothing here at the old Deasy household. You know how it is when you do nothing all day. It's tiring.
Comment. Look at M Stone's comment.
Rank Moose's driving ability, English capacity, and accent ability in order of worst to worst.
Oh.
I'm gonna
What do
go
you mean?
with
my English and my accents are amazing. My driving's
I'm
the
gonna
only
go
thing
with-
wrong with me.
I'm gonna go with English driving accents.
What's wrong with my English?
It was from worst to worst, mate. So it doesn't matter what order it's in.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you know what? My accents provided minutes of entertainment for the Tier 2 competition last week.
What, mate? We're gonna save them for a rainy day. We're not gonna bring them out unless we need them.
No, they're not out every week. They are definitely not out every week. Oh no. Hashtag Ask Moosey, can you do a Chinese accent?
We should.
Oh, where do we racially sit on this one?
I don't think we're gonna do that one, mate. I think doing people is fine, but yeah, we don't do those. We don't do those.
We probably we should stop at Arnie. I think Arnie was acceptable. Yeah, we've done British and Mega Australian and all the rest of that. We can't do Chinese. It's
run its course, I think, at this point.
It's racially wrong.
Mullick, how are we, mate? I hope you're going well. Are you pumped up for finals next week? I'm pumped up. I don't know if your iced coffee's arrived on Uber Eats yet, mate. I ordered a couple of the old Farmers Unions for you. But hope you're well, my friend. He's still waiting. Bloody Tassie, mate. It's those Tassie Ubers. They're shocking.
Well, they can't be any worse than the ones here in Melbourne. I'll give you the tip.
Oh, no. Me, Whitey, and Kobe had a great Uber into the city. $50 cash in hand, mate. It was great.
Good for you guys. Mad invite.
Mate,
I'm just going to run with that.
happen.
I'm going to run with that until you
He's
guys
just going to keep
invite me
pushing
out.
it. Just keep pushing it. Just keep pushing it.
I'm a dad
Oh,
now. I
mate.
need a night out. And what's even worse is
Well,
I'll probably drink yous all under the table.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I have.
I mean,
no
Whitey
doubt.
did rescue me from Whitey did rescue me from Chapel Street. Not this weekend, but last weekend.
That's not good. That's not a good start.
He calls me. I'm basically can't even stand up at this point, and he goes, "Where are you?" And I go, "I'm in the middle of Chapel Street," and he goes, "Where?" I'm like, "In the middle, bro," and then just proceeded not to make any English sense after that. It was perfect. Not that I recall. This is all off other people's recounts. But shall we look at the racing action, mate? It's going to be Greedo to kick us off. Q3 action. Who's your prediction for pole, mate? I don't think he can go past Vandy at this point. He's been rapid throughout the first two parts of qualifying.
Yeah, I think Vandy's looked the goods thus far, and I can't see it being any different here in Q3. He's looked very impressive indeed.
But he has. And, well, Greedo's going to not get a little slipstream because Raymond's going to do right by his teammate. And I think it might be Greedo on the second spot of the grid. That's my top 2 prediction here. Let us know in the chat who you guys think is going to take pole here, as we're riding on board with Greedo through the end of Sector 1. And this looks like a good first sector so far. But keep in mind, Moose, some of these guys might have adjusted the setup just a little bit for the rain that's coming later on in the race. Just a little bit of extra wing, but I'm pretty sure most of them are already at max wing here in Singapore, so not quite sure if they would have done anything maybe with suspension, but there you go. We'll find out later on maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And will we see any driver into the 36s here, mate? I think if anyone's going to go close,
Vandy will make it.
Vandy.
I reckon Vandy will. He won't get close. He'll absolutely get in there. I reckon he'll be in the mid 36s, maybe a 36.6. I'm going to say for Vandy pole position.
Sorry, what? A 36 what?
0.6.
Ooh. Well, I think that's even a bit quick for him. I reckon a 36.8.
I reckon he's got it, mate. Here comes Greedo. It's a 37.9 for him. Dan's coming across the line, sliding it around the final corner. It's a 38.6 for him. Raymond's just kicking off his one. Grimer, he's coming into the pit lane, mate. He's invalidated. What about Reedy? It's only a 45 for him, so he might go again. Maniac, he does a 139.0. Dirty Orange, he's into the 38s. And we now flick our eyes to Vandy, mate, who is flying purple sector 2.
Yeah, exactly right. He's I've ridden on board with him for all of this lap thus far. So we're seeing yellows in sector 1 for nobody as Vandy
he's invalidated.
has invalidated. Wow, that is stiff.
You've got to ride that curve, but you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful over it.
I'd be challenging that. He had tyres on the Mac of Tarnus.
Anything here in the admin department can do about it, mate. So he's just going to go again, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So I don't think this lap's quite as that one was going to be, but he might be able to find a whole lot of time towards the end of the session as Cheap Trick rounds the final corner and smashes his front wing, mate. So it's a 141.8.
Purple sector 1 there from Vandy. He's absolutely flying, mate.
Oh, Raymond really hindered Reedy there on that lap.
Naughty.
I think Raymond invalidated it. He did, and Reedy was coming through and just arrived on the scene super quickly as he almost sends it into the wall.
Yeah. And has a McLaren,
but he goes
has
P3
Maniac
despite
actually
all
sent
that.
it into the wall? No.
No? The fuel light's not on, so it's not fuel. Maybe he's trying to cool the tyres or warm the tyres for another lap.
Vandy's gone purple. So he's absolutely flying out there at the minute.
Oh, he left a lot of the table through there. I think he just wanted to get a lap on the board this time.
Yeah.
So under the stadium, or the grandstand. And now just one more corner to go for Vandy, who's going to set the fastest lap of the session. How fast will it be, however? And he rounds the final corner, and he's already into the 36s at 36.9 for Vandy.
On a 2-lap set.
Well and yeah, he didn't even have a charge lap. Those tyres would have been super hot towards the end of the lap. We saw him sliding around that final sector, mate. And to be expected, as those tyres were burning, especially the rears, by the end of those couple
Absolutely.
2 laps.
And just seeing in the chat, Risky saying hello, g'day to you, mate. Hope you're having a good night. Let us know what you're all up to. We do have half an eye on the chat. Don't forget to use the hashtag AskMoosey or the hashtag AskDeezy as Maniac's retired, mate. He's out of praying.
Yeah, he's done it over the end of the bridge, mate. So, let's throw us on board with Vandy. Let's see if you can do a bit of camera work for us here.
Could be.
Or if they're going to clear it up.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. That is not what you want to see a car as you come across.
Well, I said
for
through
your lap time.
Q1 that's a very unsighted corner if there's an incident in the race, and Well, that proves my point just there, mate. Because, yeah, Vandy's almost collected himself on the way through.
Yep, absolutely, mate. It's
Um,
not the corner you want to come across someone spun, especially if you spin it completely 90 degrees to the circuit. You basically take up the entire track's width.
yeah.
So,
Just
especially in that part of the circuit,
Yeah.
that part of the circuit and the whole circuit as a whole, it is pretty narrow. You have to adhere to the yellow flags. It's not worth it.
So we're just seeing Samuel Sharp in the comments section. This is the Oceania Series Racing League, and I'm sure someone will put the link up for you to join in the chat, and it has just appeared for me. PlayStation 4 League for Australian and New Zealand drivers at the minute. Yeah, welcome. If this is the first time you're seeing us, you've joined us for an absolutely amazing track here tonight. We are at Singapore. And, mate, correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, it is PS4 and PS5. It's a PlayStation network. Correct me if I'm wrong. We did this race during the day last season. We changed the time of day. No, I don't think it was.
It was night time. It was night time.
I can guarantee you it wasn't.
I can 100% guarantee you the fact that it was night time.
I finished 4th here. It was a daytime race.
I was on the front row here. Let's stop flexing our muscles. I'm pretty sure it was 9, but I don't know if you confirm that anyway, but that is what it is. Grimer, he's going to try and set a lap after the invalidation.
I was seeing Quiet Cake saying it's his first time in here. Welcome to yourself, mate. This is the Oceania Series Racing League. Who is the best driver in this tier? Well, mate, that's all up to your own interpretation. Dan the Racer is currently leading the championship with Reedy red hot on his tail. But there are a lot of fast drivers out there tonight, so it is open to interpretation. But if you go off the Drivers' Championship standings, it is Dan the Racer that is the man to beat.
Yes, it is. So he's just gone. I think there was a fake purple in the middle sector, mate. But he's flying here. He looked good in Q1, steady in Q2. So can he deliver here at the end? He gets a big slide there, trying to get the power down. Big Reimer. And again, you just see when he gets to the end of this lap, Moose, the rear tyres are crying.
Yeah, that they are.
And that's why we see so many people crash at the exit of 21 chicane and through the final corner at 23 there, mate. The rear tyres are just absolutely in pain by the end of it. And he goes to a 38.6 there, mate. As Raymond is out there. Oh! Almost just caught Grimer spinning in 4K, but...
Mate, we've had a comment in the Twitch chat. Was there a graphics update with the update that happened? Because the Ferrari looks different. I noticed it in Q1. The Ferrari is different. It's like it's a darker red.
I'm not sure, man. I mean, it looks like the Ferrari, but it doesn't look any worse or better, in my opinion. But
I'm not saying it looks
worse. Maybe it's just under the lights, mate.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's just sparkling under the lights here in Singapore, mate.
Sparkle, sparkle.
The cars do look good under the lights. I think it looks better when the track is a little bit less lit. It's very bright here in Singapore. If you watch Jeddah, mate, the cars look amazing around there. As we hit 00, and so Raymond, he goes up into P4. Vandy's not even come out onto the track, mate. He's happy where he is.
Yeah. I actually haven't had a look at the Jeddah track yet. Is it as awesome as everyone says it is?
It is very fun to drive. To commentate, it's gonna be a nightmare. There's 27 corners, mate.
What is this? 6 laps for the entire race?
Oh, I don't think you go under 4th gear for the entire lap, mate.
Oh, really?
Maybe you hit 3rd at the first corner, but yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
very high speed. Greedo goes up to 4th, mate. It is very fun to drive. Grimer pulls it.
Oh,
into the
he's
pit
in the
lane.
wall! Dan the Racer! He's out! He is absolutely smashed the wall. And he is out. And he will not improve.
So Dan will start 7th at best unless Baz can better him here. And he's the only driver out there who can improve his lap time. Apart from Raymond, but they're just going to be back-to-back, so it's going to be difficult for him to do it. But can Baz climb over the Alpine as he comes around the final corner? And he stays 9th here. What about Raymond? He's pushing. He's half a second up, mate. And he's already ahead of Dan. Dan starting 7th. Can Raymond get himself any further up the grid? No, he's just run out of fuel at the last moment, mate.
So that is the way your grid will look for the Singaporean Grand Prix. Singaporean? Singaponese.
At the Singapore Grand Prix. Vandy on pole with Reedy alongside. Dan the Racer Championship leader down in 7th, mate, after he crashed there on the final run in Q3. And I think Vandy could have gotten me that 36.6 if he came out again. But he was well and truly safe. Reedy only is a 3/10 back in the end, so still quite a comfortable margin for Vandy out the front. But Moose, what do you reckon? Roll the intro and come back on the formation lap?
Sounds
a pretty good
like
idea.
a plan, mate.
I'm going to take a leak, man.
Alright, man.
Quickly.
Yep. How will I know when we're back?
I'll be back.
Oh, man. Oh. Oh dear.
That's hot. Alright, let's get ready.
I believe you rated my accents worst.
Alrighty, let's get ready to rumble. 10 seconds till we kick off the formation lap. And we're going to have 31 laps, plus the formation lap ahead of us, Moose. And with some rain on the radar,
Ooh.
anything could happen.
I can see the... oh, wow, there's a front wing on the track in front of Vandy. Whose front wing is that? On the start-finish straight, there is a front wing. It doesn't belong to anyone, but it's just there. So we'll run you through the grid, and mate, you can have the start tonight, and I'll take it tomorrow night if you want. So in pole posizione, we have Vandy. P2, we got Reedy.
He's got no front wing. He has no front wing, Vandy.
Yeah, he does have no front wing.
I hope that's a graphic glitch, because that could be very unfortunate for him.
The front wing was in front of him on the track. So I'm not sure.
You can't get damage on a formation lap, so he should be fine.
I'm honestly not sure if
he should be okay.
They've just forgotten to attach the front wing and left it lying next to the car. That's interesting. That's a new one.
It just appeared for me for a second. I think he's okay. Just a graphic glitch, I think.
Greedo
let's go
in P4. Ramin P5. Raymond, sorry. B Grimer P6. Ferrari's best qualifying of the year. P4 and P6. So very well done to the boys. Dan the Racer after that crash is P7. Maniac P8. Baz P9. Cheap Trick in P10. Baz and Cheap Trick both on that soft compound tyre. 11th is Rolling Thunder. 12th to Banana Hammock. He'll start on the hard compound tyre. Daz P13, Hoffer P14, Wazdog P15, Noodle and Marble on the hard tyre in P16. It's Not Me, It's You P17 on the hard. Maloney D in P18, he'll be on the medium. Tystar 19th on the medium, and Jadoku will round out the 20, and he's also on that hard compound tyre, mate.
Yes, got 5 on the hard, 2 on the softs, which leaves us 13 on the medium, mate. As we're just coming around the final sort of sequence now. Vandy's left them in the dust, mate, on this formation lap.
Your math baffles me.
5 on the hard.
4 on the hard.
5.
4.
5. Banana Hammock, Wazdog, Noodle and Marble, It's Not Me, It's You, Jadoku. That's 5. And then 2 on the softs. So that's 7.
No.
And then take away.
Mine's only showing 4 on the medium, on the hard. Sorry.
Who? I've got Banana Hammock, Wazdog, Noodle and Marble, It's Not Me, It's You, Jadoku on the hard.
Wazdog. No, I got Wazdog on mediums. Anyway, the start's yours, mate. Take us away.
Well, that's very easy. Alrighty, mate. So we line up on the grid here.
Vandy still has no front wing.
The 31 laps around the Marina Bay Street Circuit. We'll see what his performance is like. So the 3 lights coming on, 4, 5 lights. And we're underway here in Singapore. Good from the front row. They start to fan out towards the back. But into turn 1, it is going to be Vandy ahead of Reedy. The Mercedes challenging around the outside of VX Greedo there. For second and third, there's a little bit of contact there as they come through 3. Nothing too bad doing as we come down towards turn number 5 with the field starting to spread out. And there's been big problems for Daz at the back. He's had a big problem down there at turn 2. But all 20 drivers still going. Greedo, he's challenging Dirty Orange down Raffles Boulevard towards turn number 7. And down the inside he goes ahead of Dirty Orange. And he gets up into 3rd off the start.
Yeah, that he does, mate, and it's definitely clear that Vandy does not have that front wing damage, as we can see on screen. His car on screen definitely does not have a front wing, but looking at the amount of grip he's got, mate, I dare say that
he would be so slow. Yeah, he's got pace. If he had no pace, he would not have the wing, but he's done nothing wrong, so it's just a glitch for us. It's going to be annoying if he actually does have a crash, mate. We won't be able to tell.
Yeah.
As they're still battling all the way down the field, mate. Down the race has been in the wars on lap 1. He's maintained position, however. Hoffers, he's up 5 spots, mate, on lap 1. He's flying.
Yeah, he certainly is, and I definitely do not have 5 drivers on the... Banana Hammock is in the wall.
He's gone down that escape road.
Yeah, and can't get back yet. So he might have just got a bit too hot on the braking there. Does not appear to have any wing damage. But yeah, as I was saying, mate, my screen is literally showing 4 drivers on the hards.
Strange times here in Singapore, mate.
Wazdog.
Hoffer gets another one as Maniac makes the error. And can Buzz get past him into turn 1? No, he can't.
I'll tell you what, mate, I'm even on board with Wazdog, and he's got the yellow striped tyre on.
On my screen, he's got the white ones. I've just gone on board with him there for a second.
Well, I'm sure that's a black and white flag for having a mixed set on there, but we won't say. Yeah.
Well, who's that? Maloney D's just lost his front wing.
Has he?
Yes, mate. He was having a good start too, but yeah, he's lost that front wing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh,
what's going on? What's going on here? What's going on here?
Carnage!
I think about 8 drivers just lost their front wing there, mate.
I agree. And Maloney D off into that escape road. Do you know what? I don't know that Maloney D caused all of that.
He just...
Oh, he nearly caused that one, though. Wowee! Did you ride on board with that?
And he's just away, mate.
Oh, my goodness. He's out. And we're going to have a safety car because he's in a really dangerous part of town.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the circuit. That's got to be a safety car, mate. But yeah, in my opinion, it looked like he just stopped in the middle of the circuit. So no safety car at the moment, mate. We wait to
very
see.
much tried to brake check Banana Hammock. Like, he jammed those brakes on, and
Yeah, he did.
one way or another. Oh, Doku! One way or another, I think the higher ups are going to have a look at that.
Well, you know what we can do? We can look at it again, mate, because guess what? We got the replay function here. So he lost that front wing down at turn 5, and then I stuck with him as they come down Raffles Boulevard. And then it all kicked off in front of them. So they go there, and then he just stops, mate, in front of Reedy. Oh, sorry, in front of Noodle and Marble. An innocent bystander and all of that. I think there was 2 accidents happening in the same part of the circuit there.
Yeah, it doesn't look good from that first bit. I'm not sure if you caught the further bit with Banana Hammock or not, though. Yeah, not good with Banana Hammock there, unfortunately. As Banana Hammock did very, very well to avoid absolute disaster.
I'm very surprised we didn't get a safety car there, mate.
Yeah. I think if the cars had been in a different part of the circuit, it would have been a very different story.
I think luckily he was in a part of the circuit where there was only one driver really behind him there.
Yeah, and it was his teammate.
So, well, yeah, he looked like he went into AI from my point of view, but if you pause in the middle of that, that's on you. So
yeah. Daz has had another issue coming out of turn 2.
Again,
he's
hasn't got that consistency
very
yet.
Slowly indeed.
Now, one thing I don't like now is we can't tell if Vandy's picked up any damage because we can't see his front wing.
Yeah.
But Reedy is hustling him, and now the DRS is active on lap 4. This could be a change for the lead of this race as they enter Raffles Boulevard now. And the DRS opens for Reedy. And he's on that DRS. He's going to look to the inside line. Vandy tries to give him the squeeze. And they're going to go side by side down here at turn 7, mate. And Vandy hangs on around the outside. Reedy just didn't quite have enough.
Look at him pushing him, absolutely.
I've got the shadow of Vandy's front wing. I can see the shadow of it. I just can't see the actual thing.
Yeah, the shadow's definitely there. And the shadow appears to be intact, mate. So...
I don't know if you can really tell if there's an end plate missing from a shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, but...
I can tell.
Man of many talents, mate.
Well, I keep trying to tell my wife that, but she won't believe me. We might leave that alone, because I think she's watching. Hello, honey. But yeah, Reedy all over
I didn't comment on it.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. Reedy all over the back here of Vandy. Dan, the race is still down there in 7th, so championship points are well and truly up for grabs here. Oh! And will he have a little bit of wing damage?
Oh, that's contact!
Oh, wow. Vandy looks like he's just darting into the pits at the last minute, and he well and truly got in the way of Reedy there. And I'd be surprised if Reedy doesn't have a spot of wing damage.
I suspect that Vandy's picked up a bit of wing damage, which put Reedy onto the back of him, and then Reedy was right there as he wanted to come into
I
pit
can
lane.
confirm that, mate, because they are changing Vandy's front wing down there at Alfa Romeo.
We actually see we get to see a front wing on that car now, but yeah, that's not what the doctor ordered for Reedy's front wing. Down the inside comes Dan at turn 7. A bit of contact between the Ferrari and the Alpine, and they're going to continue side by side up through turn 8.
Ooh,
and Dan sweeping around the outside there.
Wheel.
Oh, and then Hoffa just gets in very late there.
Yeah.
Dan moves past him. And with Vandy in the pit lane, that's 2 positions for Dan. I think it's just a pop-up yellow.
Yeah.
I think that might have been Daz being lapped. Potentially.
Potentially.
You know what those young kids say in those days? All these abbreviated slangs.
YOLO. YOLO's the only one I know.
Hashtag YOLO swag.
So out front, we've got Reedy by 1.8 seconds at the moment, and he really needs to get a move on because, as we saw there with Vandy with that wing damage, Reedy will be well in control of this race.
Whoa, that was a big snap from Dan. Offer's hunting him down, mate. He's stalking him. And it's raining already, Moose.
Bit of action.
The rain is come. The rain is here. How long will it take? Because it's not raining heavily at the moment, mate. But when it starts raining here, the track changes very quickly.
Yeah.
It does not take long at all for Inters to be ready.
Well, it's a very very muggy circuit. It's worth mentioning that we are near the equator up here, so it's going to turn to schnitzel fairly quickly, I would have thought.
Yeah, with this rate of precipitation, it might take a few laps, but if it starts raining any heavier, it is going to get wet quickly, and yeah. This is when you really don't want to be on a set of that hard compound tyre, mate. It is no good in these conditions.
Well, it is fairly heavy there through the middle sector.
Yeah. I've got spots on the camera now, so it's picking up the intensity.
Yeah.
We've already got a driver in for Inters, mate. Baz in the Aston Martin. I think that might be a bit early, mate. But it can change very quickly here. You never know.
A little bit early. Although, if we got a safety car right now, he'd be in pole positione. Although, Daz is off, mate. No, not Daz. Maniac. Maniac was in the wall. So maybe it is just a little bit slippery at the moment.
I reckon it would be, mate. And you've got to make the moves now, mate, while the DRS is enabled. It's going to get a whole lot harder.
Yeah. Greedo's taken half a second out of Reedy on that lap alone, so is Reedy starting to struggle a little bit?
He's got a bit of damage, Reedy.
We did see a little bit of contact between Reedy and I think it was Vandy out front before, but it's also worth mentioning Greedo has absolutely juiced that battery, mate.
Speaking of juicing the battery, here comes Hoffa, and he's trying to clear Raymond down here at 7, and it is, you can see the spots on the circuit now, mate. It's getting much, much wetter very, very quickly.
It certainly is. A couple of drivers now on the intermediate tyre, so is it a lot more slippery than we can actually see at the moment? It does appear to be the case.
I think it's going to be there. I think it's going to be there shortly, mate. It's not going to take long. I'm seeing the raindrops on my screen. I'm not sure if they've changed something with the rain, because it looks much better now.
Yeah, B. Grimer and Maniac, they're losing a lot of time to the guys ahead of them still. So maybe that crossover just not there.
I don't think it's there quite yet, mate, but it can't be too many more laps. It's a long lap, so timing is essential here for the Inters.
This battle between Raymond and Hoffa is looking...
Mate, it's spicing up here.
Oh!
I think they've definitely changed...
Oversteer there from Raymond
goes wide.
Hoffa goes past.
I'm not sure if it's just because we're under the lights, mate, but the rain here looks impeccable.
Doesn't it?
That's Dirty Orange is in.
Someone's off. It's a Ferrari, mate. It is Grimer.
It's Grimer who was on that Inters. He was on those Inters.
And just looking at the rear wing of B. Grimer there, that the track definitely has that sort of gloss on it now that you really do look for as a driver. I think these Inters are going to be a lot quicker now, especially in this second and third sector. Quite a lot of spray coming off the cars now, off the back of the cars as well now. It is definitely intermediate conditions as we're seeing even more drivers.
I reckon Dirty Orange has called it perfectly. Look, yeah, it's wet now. And it's VSC.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good for
Rolling
Dirty Orange, mate.
thunder.
He timed it perfectly. Dirty Orange timed it perfectly, and his teammates brought out the VSC.
Yeah, I think Dirty Orange is still in a fairly okay position to make it work still. But he won't want this to stay out any longer than it has to. Definitely. Because he's going to miss out. He's going to get burnt here by at least the top 3, I would have thought.
He needs the safety car to end before these guys get to the pit lane. It's not hurting him yet. Although he's losing the undercut effect, mate. If they get into the pit lane while the safety VSC's out, he's going to lose so much time. So he needs it to end now, mate. Does it or does it not? It does. It ends just in time for him. Already slipped over the line!
Oh! Overtaking the pit lane!
Well, they both they went in very gingerly to the box, both of them. It looked treacherous out there on those mediums.
Right, Dirty Orange just coming through the last sector now. Where will these guys come out in terms of where Dirty Orange will? He's coming around the final couple of corners now. The double apex. Has he got out ahead of them? No, he hasn't. So that VSC did just cost him a little bit of time, you would think. Yeah,
definitely. It's cost him a bit, buddy. He might have just a little bit of a better feel, mate, and those tyres will be ready to go.
Yeah, they'll be up to temperature.
It's all about wet pace now. It's a completely different ball game.
Exactly right, mate. And the Ferrari leading a race for the first time in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, he overtook it into the pit lane, mate.
Yeah.
Greedo got that position at the pit entry, mate. So, a bit audacious, but cheeky from Greedo. I love it. I love that sort of thing.
Not quite sure why Reedy ghosted, or why Greedo ghosted.
Well, Greedo went. So Reedy was on the actual pit entry. Yeah, but so Greedo went into the left of the main pit entry road because Reedy was basically stopped at the pit entry. So Greedo had to avoid to the left, and they went over the line basically at the same time, mate. And the game decided that Greedo would go ahead as the AI took over. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Greedo looks like he's enjoying these conditions. Reedy, not so much. My timing screen's kind of just everywhere, mate.
Yeah, mine has done exactly what yours has done. Looking at that, so not quite sure what the issue is. I'm the one hosting the lobby, and I have got not 5G. What's the NBN? I got NBN, so
NBN,
it's
that thing.
Not an.
Reedy's had a little spin.
It won't be
little
an
half
issue
spin
with
in the final
that.
sector. I think it's just the game servers, mate.
Yeah.
Codemaster servers are trash.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh, look at Greedo, mate.
There we go. We're starting to get a little bit of telemetry back now.
I think we just need to wait for them all to cross the line.
Dirty
basically.
Orange looking very interested here in Reedy.
And he is, mate. So, yeah, Dirty Orange had that extra lap, mate, and Reedy had a little bit of a half spin. But Greedo, enjoying these conditions so far. Let's see if Dirty Orange can... What's the move on here? But it's so much harder in these conditions.
Yeah, Dirty Orange, very, very good on his day in the wet conditions. Having said that, Reedy is very, very good in all conditions. In terms of the championship at the moment, the gap would close incredibly up between Reedy and Dan the Racer at the top of the Drivers' Championship. So, mate, it is all very much still to play for here. Only one driver with a penalty at the moment, and that is Hoffa with 3 seconds worth of pens at the moment. Won't hurt him too much at this stage.
No, won't, mate. So, yeah, Dan's down there in 6 at the moment, mate. So he'll take home 16 points. Reedy will be taking home 25 points. So
Yellow's in
the gap
sector
would
1.
close to 4 points. That is for
B. Grimer.
B. Grimer?
Yeah,
Big Ryman's had a
he's in
spin
the
out
wall.
of 3, mate. Damage on the front wing? Not seeing any.
Not seeing
Maybe
any.
just a little innocent spin. It's gotten wet, and it's gotten significantly
I
wet
tell
here.
you what, mate. I'm looking at the side pod camera of that Ferrari. It's a different colour. It is not the normal Ferrari colour.
You reckon?
Yep, 100%. 150%.
Let me have a look. Yeah, maybe.
Do you know what it is?
I've
It's
never
got
really much
the
liked that
black,
Ferrari.
the black on the second half of the car. Previously, it hasn't had black towards the rear of the car. See how it sort
Maybe
of
it's just had a
shades
bit
into
of
the
a
black?
livery tweak. Yeah, a bit of a livery tweak.
I like it. It's good. And clearly, it's given them more engine pace.
Mate, that paint weighs 20 kilos less, mate. It's flying down them straights.
Didn't Red Bull try that trick a couple of years back? Like real life Red Bull? When they went from the nice glossy to the matte finish. And they thought that was going to get them a couple of tenths. We got a yellow flag in Sector 2. Who's around? Oh.
No one.
Someone's around. They all had a coming together.
Oh, is it Rolling Thunder?
Oh, yes. It's the back markers trying to get out of the way of the leaders coming through.
Oh, he spun it, and he's out!
Who?
Rolling Thunder.
Oh. Safety car!
Should be a safety car, and... Well, I haven't got it on my screen, but safety car! I think my yellow flags are delayed, mate. There you go, the safety car deployed. He has retired from the session.
Right, how many drivers can we talk into an early restart this week?
You would know, mate. You would know. Well, I don't think we're going to see any much action in the pit lane, mate, because they've all just put on fresh tyres.
Yeah.
Regardless. And it's definitely not wet enough for the wet, so...
It's, all this is going to do is bunch that field up.
Yeah, it will, mate. And unfortunately, I think for Daz and for Cheap Trick, they're both being lapped at this point. So their races, but effectively at this point, and I think...
Not necessarily. I remember... Where was I earlier this season and I was allowed to unlap myself?
It relies... For one, you have to be towards the front of the safety car queue to do it.
Yeah.
And two, you need the drivers around you to allow you to do it. So let's say you're second in the safety car queue behind BX Greedo here, and you're a lap down. If Greedo drops 10 or however far back from the safety car, it will allow you to overtake illegally. But some drivers are nice and let you do that. Some drivers are not nice. But yeah, when you've got more than basically to do it, it's almost impossible. It would be nice for Codemaster to implement that into the game in that you either are allowed to overtake, or if it just sort of picks your car up and freezes you like off the track and then just puts you like once the whole field goes past it, like lets you go again. I don't know how they would do it, but it would be nice if they could do it.
Yeah, let's not ask too much. They've got to fix the bugs they've got first.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate, but one can always be hopeful.
Yeah.
So yeah, Noodle and Marvel's giving the last one on the lead lap here, mate, and he's only... What is that, 5 corners ahead of the safety car? So we're going to be under the safety car. If anyone's got some questions related to motorsport, F1, this race, OSRL, whatever it is, flick them down in the chat and we'll have a little discussion about it while we've got probably 6 minutes here to have a chat about something. We can have a chat, but Moose, we've got another F1 race, the third week in a row this week at Qatar, brand new circuit for F1. I don't know if you know anything about it, but what do you make of it?
I know zero about it, but I was watching Paddock with Crofty, and Crofty was saying that Mercedes are probably going to put in their older engine for the Qatar race, and leave that brand new one for Lewis for the two very power driven circuits being Saudi and Abu Dhabi. So
Yeah, I
It
think
sounds
that's
like
a
a
pretty
very
smart move because
technical, tight, twisty sort of track, but yeah, I think the
it's kind of like Bahrain, just sort of shorter straights and some more corners. So
so not as
um,
power driven.
yeah, there's not the big straight that you see in Abu Dhabi or Jeddah. Just basically the whole thing being one big ribbon connected with high speed corners. So power is going to be much more important there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, especially at these two new tracks. It's a bit of an unknown, mate. Whereas with most of the tracks we know, okay, Mercedes have been strong here in the past, or Red Bull have been strong here in the past. It's an unknown,
See, I
and
really don't think
I
that
think
Red Bull
you're
have
playing to the
the.
excitement of it.
I really don't think Red Bull have a better chassis than Mercedes this season. So on those tight, twisty circuits, is the Mercedes the better car? I personally think so. We all know that it's very well documented that Red Bull have been a very chassis driven car and they're very strong at the tight turning twisty circuits. But I don't think that's the case this season. I think they might actually get a little bit hurt on those.
They were strong in Monaco.
twisty.
Like Red Bull were fastest in Monaco. It's so track dependent this season.
Yeah.
If whoever finds the best setup for their car and is most comfortable with it over the weekend is the one that's going to be fastest. Max and Lewis are both operating on such a high level, and so it's really down to who optimizes the car the best. I think there's been a big pile up under the safety cam, mate.
Yeah.
All sorts of chaos happening.
Wasdog and Tystar both receiving penalties for something. And I'm not sure what's happening here, but Tystar's letting cars past.
I think something's happened, and then a bunch of people have gotten illegal overtakes and all that fun stuff moves. But I can't believe we're only on lap 13, mate.
Yeah, I think Tystar might have a little.
The races here in Singapore do tend to be long. Ooh, that's close. But yeah, the races here in Singapore tend to be that little bit longer, mate. Or it is known to be the longest race on the F1 calendar.
I got Wasdog red Xing for me. Does that mean he's left the session?
Yeah, but I think he left. I don't think he left in qualifying. I think he had to go. So you can't retire your car if you've already gone in the middle of qualifying. So
yeah. Having said that, you also can't cause chaos with your AI.
Yeah, but it's in the rulebook that if your AI does anything, it's on you, basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like if you put your car into AI and it does something, it's on you. So anyway, mate, shall we look at the position changes?
I think so.
Now, Hoffer's up 10 spots, Jodiku's up 13 spots, bro. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, good drive thus far from Jodoku. He needed a strong performance after the brain fart of last week, let's call it, resulting in his qualifying ban this week. So he's recovering very well.
Yes, he is. So he's got a long ways to go. So
well, mate, we're not even halfway in this race.
No, we're not. Anything could happen.
Well, that's exactly right.
And we still await the drivers coming. Is this the third lap? Or is it the second lap?
I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about the safety car coming in because, yeah, we know how that ended last week. Although the lights are out on the safety car, so it will be in this lap.
There you go.
There are no lights on the safety car.
Yeah, my pop-up's been a little bit delayed, mate, so...
We have a question in the chat. Does OSRL consider players from Southeast Asia? I have no idea.
Not at this point, unfortunately. At this point in time, it's just Aussie and New Zealand, just down to connection. we're so far from everyone. But we're going to get back underway, Moose. Take it away.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Greedo to go. He's waiting as long as possible, and he's gone now. Reedy's gone with him. Very good start by these two. They've actually left Dirty Orange a little bit behind, but Reedy runs very, very wide there on the restart, and that's going to bring Dirty Orange right back into play here as Greedo's navigated that restart very, very well. Hoffer there in the background gets another penalty for multiple warnings, so he's bending the rules a little bit, as we've seen a few times before. Just Reedy and Greedo. Big snap there for Reedy. Reedy not liking these conditions, mate.
No, he's not. And I've just heard word that Guan Yu Zhou has been confirmed at Alfa Romeo, mate. So the grid has been confirmed for next year's F1 season. Guan Yu Zhou has joined the Alfa Romeo outfit. And speaking of Alfa Romeos, here comes Vandy around the outside of Dan. And not able to do it on this occasion. I think that's Cheap Trick trying to move out of the way of them all. Just carnage. I just can't find enough action. Sorry, a spot where there is an action going on.
I kind of feel sorry for Giovinazzi.
Whoa, Cheap Trick's in the wall again.
Actually,
I think that's about the fourth time.
Yeah. Actually, Gio's got a drive next year, doesn't he?
No, he's out.
Oh, alright.
Because Alfa Romeo next year is Bottas and now Guan Yu Zhou.
Yes.
So Kimi retires.
I knew someone that had retired. That it was signed for the Alfa Romeo team, and forgot that it was Bottas.
Yeah, it's highly suspected that Nassi will go drive Le Mans hypercars, mate, which are coming out. I think next year. They might be in 2023, but he'll be a part of that program.
Yeah.
We might go do some sports car racing in the meantime. There's lots of racing categories out there, mate, outside of the Formula Series.
That's right.
But this is on the global stage.
Also worth mentioning, Oscar Piastri he's a Alpine reserve driver, so very well from him also. That was announced a little earlier today. Yeah,
well, I actually saw it as really as another big snap. I saw an interview with Piastri. He was planning on, this was him and Alpine's plan, that he was going to do 2 years in F3 and 2 years in F2, but...
Daz has crashed, man. I don't know where, but he's crashed.
Final corner. He's just stopped in the middle of the...
And we got another safety car.
Circuit.
I've got safety car up on my screen. I don't know about you, mate.
It's coming, mate. It's coming. And this, yeah. It's all going haywire, mate. The safety car's on the track, mate. I haven't got it on the. I haven't got the indication for it yet on my screen. But so we're under safety car conditions.
What could possibly go wrong?
So you've got the safety car.
I do.
Some of these drivers look like they don't have a safety car, mate, because they are still pushing flat stick.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I've got it now. I've finally just gotten it. And I think the drivers have only just gotten it, maybe. Because they've all just sort of slowed down now. So, yeah, Daz crashes out. Cheap Trick retires in the pit lane, maybe? Yeah, in the pit lane. So.
Oh, there you go, mate. You got the safety car now.
I've got the safety car finally. So, well, we knew it was coming out because you had it and I could see it on the track.
You know it's good when you can see it on the track and it hasn't come up in your telem.
Yeah, the rain's playing all sorts of chaos here with the communication systems. will we see action in the pit lane this time?
Oh, wow!
Greedo's coming in. That doesn't really surprise me, mate, if I'm honest, because they're not going to get these inters home, I don't think. It's going to be quite the stretch. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite the stretch. I think we're going to have more safety cars because in the rain, Singapore, that just is crying for safety cars.
Yeah,
so get a fresh set of inters on
here in the pit lane.
And at the next safety car, you're going to jump all the other ones that come in. So I think this is a good decision from them. They will, however, drop towards the back of the top 10.
Yeah. Well, Greedo, who was leading this race, has come out in 10th. So strategic masterclass or big mistake? That is the
we'll see.
Question at the moment.
We will see, mate. So we're on 17 laps now, so we've got 14 to go, mate. After we cross the line. If my math's correct. I think it is. But yeah, so 14 laps to go. Those inters will make it home comfortably for them now. It will be a stretch for someone, especially like Daz, who has already done 10 laps on his.
Yeah.
For Greedo now, it's all about not getting into carnage, trying to pass everyone a little bit too quickly. It's very easy to be quick at the back of the field and throw your race away.
I don't know, mate. Ty-Star's in a great position here. He's only 2 laps old. So too with Dan the Racer. So
yeah, well they pitted
Vandy 5 laps. So there's
all these guys they pit under the last safety car.
Yeah.
So, well, see, that's what I was trying to say with Greedo. See, if you pit in an early safety car and then another one comes out and people ahead of you pit, you jump them because the field's much closer together.
Yeah.
But it is that risk. Do I put myself back in the pack? It's, it is a strategy call. And at the moment, youngest tyres furthest up is Dan the Racer in 6 on 2-lap-old inters.
Yeah, big for his championship.
He needs a good result tonight.
And I need a beverage.
I wouldn't mind one.
I don't think I've got any.
That's a bit of a shame, mate.
Isn't it?
It is.
That's horrible.
Yeah, M-Stone, we were just touching on that. Piastri confirmed down at Alpha and Alpine as a reserve driver. And yeah, it's looking likely he will take Alonso's seat once he retires, which will most likely be in 2020 at the end of next season, or whenever his contract ends. He's already, 40 years old, Moose? It's pretty impressive to be, him and Kimi doing it over 40 years old is impressive.
Do you know what? I wasn't a big fan of Fernando leaving last time, so the longer Fernando sticks around, the better, in my opinion.
He's a great character, and he's a great driver. It is a shame that Alpine isn't really that competitive, though.
He's a big fan of Max.
I think he's just not a big fan of Lewis. So
yeah, I'd agree with that also. All right, let's see how this goes. No,
that was
not a good
that
start.
was good.
It's not a good start.
What? Maybe you spilt it everywhere.
No. It just had no fizz to it.
What is it, mate? The old Coca-Cola?
No. It's
sponsored by Carlton United Brewery.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's what it is. Sugar-free orange sparkling water. Oh no.
Is it? It's not good.
No, it's not the best, but it'll
do.
quench the palate.
Well, we should get this one back underway at the end of this lap, Moose, because the field is together.
And right you are, as I've just had safety car in this lap appear on my screen.
Same. It's such a burden always being right.
I get it.
Well,
mate, you can take us away for the restart. I had the last one.
Take us away, Ernie. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Bump, bump.
Bumpy ride.
2 double-deckers at 12 o'clock.
Mind your head.
Alrighty, who's going to get the jump? We saw Reedy have a bit of a shocker last time around. He looked like he went well, and then, he went off to Narnia, basically, in the final corner. So, let's see what he can do here. He's going to lead away, and he goes relatively early, mate. And he's going to catch the safety car. That's going to slow them down. But they get round again, and they're starting lap 19 here, and the two at the front have led away well.
Yeah, worth mentioning that Reedy really didn't have the best restart last time. He's had a good restart this time, though, as him and Dirty Orange have skipped away a little bit, and there's carnage in the backfield.
Why does that not surprise me?
Maybe not so much carnage as someone just slipping out.
Look at Ty-Star, mate. and Greedo. They've got so much more grip than Baz here, mate.
Yeah.
And to be expected, really. The tyre's so much younger for them.
Yeah, too right. And Greedo really having to fight that car to pull it up as he nearly runs up the back of Ty-Star.
Hoffa's going to sneak up the inside of him. Oh, bit of contact on the AlphaTauri's end plate.
Hoffa's going to get swallowed here by, oh, jeez.
Oh, right on the outside by Jodoku.
Great move.
That was a nice little move there from Jodoku.
So, Hoffa going backwards. And he's got B. Grimer all over the back of him as well. And look at the train behind Baz now, mate.
Yeah, those tyres, although they might make it somehow, they are so much slower. Who's up in the wall? It's Vandy!
It is Vandy. Oh, is he come on?
That's signed, sealed and delivered unsafe rejoin, mate. He just spun in front of someone else.
Yeah. Noodle and Marble not having great luck there coming together. A meeting of the minds, if you will. And mate, this train behind Baz. Oh! As Hoffa launches up the inside of Jodoku and contact between the two, I'm not sure that move was there, mate. From Hoffa, that was let's call it
aggressive.
Ambitious. That's ambitious.
Let's call it ambitious and aggressive from Hoffa.
Very
there's
ambitious.
I'd be very surprised if there isn't some sort of damage on that Red Bull. And that AlphaTauri as well. The two sister cars not showing any love for each other there. But yeah, they're all piling up behind the Aston Martin. They're losing time hand over fist here. They just have to get a better exit here, mate. This is where it's crucial. And Ty-Star hasn't done it. It might leave him vulnerable to Greedo, but...
Just the DRS and everything is just... It's enough to keep them behind. And Greedo... Yeah. Oh, Greedo, snap of oversteer. And that's allowed Hoffa through, has it? Hoffa will try and run him out of road. And Hoffa up into P9. But I don't know how Hoffa
not
doesn't
playing
have,
around.
I don't know how Hoffa doesn't have wing damage.
Yeah, nor do I, mate. He's made multiple contacts in the last couple of laps.
Yeah.
Lucky to get away with it.
Very. Yellow's in sector 1. Someone's in the wall, mate. It is Vandy, and he's out.
Oh, that's deliberate if I've ever
Safety
seen
car
it.
once again.
That's deliberate if ever I've seen a deliberate crash.
Really?
Yeah, it was basically straight in the wall, mate.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that's not good.
It's not like he's gone in at an angle. He's gone straight into the wall. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, mate.
Let's call that one a slam dunk.
That's not what we want to see.
No. And Reedy in. Dirty Orange stays out. Raymond stays out. Maniac in. Banana Hammock will stay out as well. And Dan Eraser, he'll stay out as well. Baz stays out, mate. So Baz thinking he's got enough pace to hold these guys off a little bit.
Oh, he was doing it. He was doing it, mate. We were seeing the difficulties they had overtaking. So, no, I didn't get the replay of that. So sorry.
Did you get it on your stream though?
It's on the stream. I just didn't hit the replay save. So
well,
we can't see it up.
If it's on the stream, that'll be enough, I think. In that certain scenario.
Innocent till proven guilty, mate. But
correct.
Yeah. Well, now Dirty Orange is going to lead, mate. From Raymond, from Banana Hammock, and now Dan is up to 4th. Reedy, now look where he's come out. If he pitted when Greedo did, he would have been there in 9th with him. He's down in 12th, so that's the loss he's just had.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's
how's that soda water, mate?
Yes, it's
bit plain.
Yeah, it's not great. Could certainly use a bit of scotch if you know what I mean. Bit of the liquid courage.
Oh, well, we do love a little bit of the liquid courage here.
Just jumped over to the penalties.
Oh, contact.
Contact between Jidoku and someone,
Greedo.
who was leading this race. And I'll tell you what, mate, he's going to be out because he's just lost his front wing. So from hero to zero, that's not good.
Yeah, wow. That's unfortunate for him. There was that contact, and I think it was over the bridge there, mate, into turn 13, and might not have just expected the cars ahead to check up so much. But it's all on you, mate. You've got to be ready to, stop. There's no point following closely under safety car. Just give yourself plenty of room.
Well, that's you've hit the nail on the head there, mate. Yeah, give yourself plenty of room. I don't know how Hoffer and Jidoku don't have big damage from the
Their
lunge.
contact.
Yeah, not good at all. But Jidoku now with that 5-second penalty, that's going to hurt him on the restart also. So lots of work here to do for a couple of these drivers.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Anything can still happen, mate. There's been... Well, this is the third safety car, so we've got one more left up in the repertoire. Will we hang on to it, or will it be deployed after we end this one?
I love it when you speak French. The repertoire.
I think it's time for a prediction in the chat, mate.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we see another safety car.
Safety cars breed safety cars.
Yes, no, give him 2 minutes. Why not?
2
there
minutes.
You go.
2
minutes. I'm pretty generous tonight. Vin City Tower 05, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Hope everyone's enjoying. Have your say in the prediction. Will we see another safety car? Will we not? 1 minute 45 to get your votes in. Winners get paid out. You can spend that channel points on good stuff like other predictions, and you can time someone out. You can get some ads going. You can get a sub at 100,000.
I'm really on the fence here. Alright, let's do this.
You're on the fence, mate.
Yeah.
What are you leaning towards?
I've just spent up big, so my prediction's in, mate. Let's see.
Should I spend up some points?
I think you should.
I think everyone's going to be on the one. That's the problem. I think everyone's going to say yes, and I also want to say yes.
Oh, well, there's a fair bit there for no, so get on it, mate.
Yeah, alright, I've put 5k in. Just a little cheeky 5k.
Just a little cheeky 5.
Oh, safety car in this lap, mate. Dirty Orange leads us away, and man, you can have this one.
I don't have safety car in this lap.
It is coming in, mate. It is away, and Dirty Orange leads us away.
Oh, wow.
And that's very wide from Raymond around the final corner. That's going to leave him exposed to Banana Hammock, who's going to take advantage here. Who's at the wall? That was Jodiku in the back. He went hard into the wall, loses his entire front wing. Raymond somehow managing to hang on there. And now Banana Hammock slips back in behind, just ahead of Dan. Tystar gets past Baz, who's going to be causing that big train like we saw before. These guys are going to be fighting hard to get it done before the places settle in. Hoffer's trying to get it done now around the outside, and Baz, he's spinning off and into the wall.
Oh, Baz, he's in the wall. That's hurt.
Yeah, got spun there with Hoffer. Unfortunate. He was trying to make those inters last. I guess we'll never get to know now.
No, right you are, and a big lead here for Dirty Orange out front, as he's got about a 2-second advantage at the moment.
Well, we've seen he's looked good in these conditions, mate, and Raymond was in the mid-pack, mate, before all of this sort of safety cars have kicked off in the last 10 laps. So he hasn't quite pace that Dirty Orange has. So Dirty Orange just needs to break away here.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll be praying that there isn't another safety car, mate. So he can just get on with his
Hoffa
thing.
with contact to Tystar. And once again, Hoffa making contact with another driver.
He just keeps going very late on the brakes, and it's quite aggressive.
I will be shocked if he doesn't have front wing damage.
I'm not seeing anything, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have any.
He's like I'll be fair. He is just hammered into the back panel of Tystar.
Yeah, I kept getting caught out by the fact that I think it stopped raining, but it's just as you go under all the bridges that are located on this circuit, mate. It's like, oh, it's stopped raining! But no, it's still raining. You're just going to wait till you get back out into the wide open spaces. But it continues to rain here in Singapore, mate. And Hoffa continues to be a bit of a menace.
Yeah, quite right. He's going to have a big run here on Tystar, though. As Tystar just got a little bit out of shape. And Hoffa takes that inside line, but will not get the move done. And that's great defensive work there from Tystar.
I think in these conditions, the outside line's the one you want. Who's at the wall? Someone just got spun into the wall hard.
Big
It is a Ferrari.
Safety car. Pay me out.
That's going to be a safety car. That is a safety car. There you go. A safety car deployed again. As he's really stranded in an awkward place there.
Yeah.
Is there another front wing in there? Is someone else's front wing in there? I can't tell. I thought I saw someone else's front wing, but couldn't really tell. It might have been a McLaren, a Maniac? No, but he was behind. He came through after, so not really quite sure.
Yeah, don't know what to tell you.
There you go, Moosey. I paid you out.
Thank you, sir. That's the first one of the one. I've got every other one wrong.
You have to start somewhere, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Remember when I had my first beer?
Well, there's another safety car prediction poll. Well, we can't do it, mate, because this is the fourth safety car. It will be the final full course yellow.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was Reedy, mate. So it was Reedy. He's missing that end plate, so he's come to Cropper with B Grimer there, I suspect. And it was the right-hand side of Reedy, so that means he would have been on the outside of that corner. So
yeah,
interesting.
Well, mate, speaking of Reedy, like, look at where him and Dan have ended up in this race. We were calling Reedy with, you know, what we thought was a masterstroke in terms of championship points before, but look at where Dan is now. Dan is up there in third, and Reedy's nowhere to be found, mate.
Yeah, mate. Shocking. Strange stuff. Arava fan, thank you for the host. We do appreciate it. And yeah, well, Dan, championship leader, he's made his way up to third now, mate. Where it was Reedy, who was up there the whole time, has fallen down to 12th. It's, yeah. It's how the cookie crumbles, and bidding early can work for you.
Yeah.
It's all about timing, mate. But Dirty Orange, he looked good. But will those tyres hang on? They are, you know, they're 6 laps older than Dan's. They are equally the oldest in the field now. However, he will lead us away, and it's probably going to be at least one more lap until it comes in. So,
maybe. Depends how quickly Jadoku and Baz getting a black and white flag penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
it's all happening here.
I can only imagine that he's overtaken Jadoku. Because there would be no delta at this stage for him.
Yeah. Apparently Jadoku passed him, and then Baz passed him back and got a penalty. I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
The stewards are going to have a fun night here tonight.
Well, it wouldn't be tier 3 if they didn't.
It's a great night to be a steward, as always. Tuesday night's the best night to be a steward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so we can get at least one
in
more
terms
lap
of overtaking someone under safety car, that's a slam dunk.
and that
That's
is.
not good. Not good at all.
So we're gonna have. I reckon it's gonna come in at the end of next lap, Moose, which is gonna give
it'll have
us
to.
5 laps.
Correct.
5 laps of racing. So, what will happen in those 5 laps? Who's gonna win? Let us know. It's anything could happen. What prediction could I do? Dirty Orange to win?
Oh wow! Hoffa nearly went around. What prediction could we do?
I'm gonna go Dirty Orange to win. Yes, no. Simple stuff. 2 minutes. Start prediction.
Yeah, okay.
Are we gonna back the Kiwi in to win this race, or will someone else steal it off him?
Huh.
Shall I wait and see? You'll find out on the next episode of OSRL Tier 3.
Dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Alright. I've bet every single point I've got.
Mate, there's big points in this.
Yeah.
It's a 40% to 60% no. There you go.
I literally bet every single one of my points.
I put 10k on it.
Hoffa trying to light the rears up again and nearly ends up in the wall. That AlphaTauri must be made of concrete tonight.
Could well be, mate.
Ugh. Yuck.
Reminder, mate, Dirty Orange won last week. Could he make it? Can he make it back-to-back wins? I'm backing him in. I've put the points on him. The safety car is going to be in this lap, mate. 5 laps of racing ahead of us around the Marina Bay Street Circuit here in Singapore. Welcome to all of our viewers. This is Tier 3 of the Oceania Series Racing League. It is round 15 of the championship, and we are here with Dirty Orange. He's going to kick us ahead of Raymond in second. Dan, the racer, championship leader, is there in third. Who's going to take home this victory? Stay tuned to find out, Moose. Take it away.
Absolutely. And he comes around the last couple of corners now. He's really catching the back of Burt Mylander there, so has to wait. And when will he plant his foot? He's backed them right up. And the answer is now. He's gone out of the final corner. And he's caught Raymond napping a little bit, mate, to the tune of 6/10 already. And he's really navigated that restart very, very well indeed. Someone getting interested a little bit further back there. It was, who's that? Wasdog on Hoffa. Nothing doing at the minute. Very, very casual restart from all the lads. Maniac getting a big snap of oversteer there. At the
look at this.
Jeez, Banana
Hoffa's
Hammock.
trying it.
Yeah, Banana Hammock goes past it.
Oh, he's round,
in
he's
the
round.
wall. Bang! Hoffa goes from 5th to last. And he lost that of his own accord, mate. So, nothing doing, I wouldn't have thought. But Raymond is all... he can't keep up with Dirty Orange here. Dan the racer, 7/10 back. What can these two gentlemen do? There is 4.5 laps left to go in this one, mate.
Man, I think half the field's got no front wing once again, mate, because of that Hoffa spin. Yeah, Raymond just can't keep with Dirty Orange ahead. Dan, if he wants any chance of this this win, he's got to get past quickly, or else Dirty Orange is going to run away too far for him to catch. It's going to be an interesting final 5 laps here. Can Dirty Orange hang on? Can he run away with it? Or will someone else storm through and take it from him? We shall wait and see. We're coming around the back half of Sector 3 now. As we just go under the grandstand for Dirty Orange now. It's just so tricky. All these corners and these conditions just to get the car stopped. It's easy to go in deep, very easy to end up in the wall. But
Yeah,
Raymond's already... He's losing 2 seconds a lap to Dirty Orange.
Yeah. Dan the Racer, he's got much fresher tyres and he has to do something very quickly. As mate, correct me if I'm wrong, this rain has gotten heavier.
Yeah, it's picked up. It's picked up, mate. It is raining significantly here. I don't know if I'd call it heavy, but it is very moderate precipitation here in Singapore.
Yeah, I think Dirty Orange looks to have just enough in hand at the moment, as he's got 3.5 laps left to navigate. He's pretty much got all of that ERS. He's got no fuel lights on, so he's absolutely cruising out there at the minute, all bar a mistake. So, can the lad get the win here, mate?
That's also a question: is can these tyres hang on or can they not? Already, he's made his way up to 6 now, mate. So, in amongst all the chaos, he's stormed his way back up to 6 on his recovery now after what has been. What started out as a great race and turned unfortunate really quickly. But he's the biggest mover at the moment on those fresh inters.
Worth mentioning though that was it Dan the Racer? He started 19th in this race after that quali ban. Ty-Star started 19th in this race. So an excellent drive from the lad so far.
Yeah, up 15 spots, mate. He's flying here in Singapore. Dan just dropped off a little bit. Raymond's lapping the same pace this time around as Dirty Orange, or relatively the same. As we have a car off, mate. Who is that? That's Baz straight into the wall.
Wow.
That is unfortunate for him. I don't know how all of these teams have got front wings still, mate. The Tier 2 and Tier 1 boys are going to have to be very careful because parts are going to be in short supply in the paddock for the next couple of days.
Yeah, too right, mate. I just had a little squeeze. Dirty Orange, only the one warning so far also, so he's in a very, very nice position.
Side by side at turn 1.
Yeah, Reedy, good move. Really good move.
Yeah, Reedy puts it on him, and Jodiku puts it on Wazdog.
It is really damage limitation there for Reedy at the minute in terms of the championship.
He's flying. Jodiku's trying to fly with him as well. And he's going to try and get past Banana. He gives him the squeeze down Raffles Boulevard. And on the inside, Jodiku's going to try. Banana Hammock tries to outbrake him.
I reckon Dirty Orange has just hit the wall, mate. Dirty Orange, I reckon, just had a kiss of the wall.
Oh, Jodiku's just had a big sloppy kiss with the wall down there, mate, in these conditions. And up the inside, Banana Hammock just launches it into the side pod of the Red Bull.
Wow.
All kicking off here, mate.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Maybe Dirty Orange gave the wall a little kiss there, mate. Hopefully for him, it was just a bit of tyre contact, not any wing contact. But
well, it does look very comfortable out front for him, doesn't it? It's to the tune of 3.5 seconds now.
It's getting much more moist here. The rain is continuing to fall. And the spray is picking up, mate. I've really noticed it since we've gotten going on after this safety car. The spray is a whole lot worse.
Yeah. Don't forget to get your votes in for driver of the day. The link will be up in the chat as he kisses that wall again, does Dirty Orange. So he's just struggling a little bit out there, you would have thought now, with those very, very old tyres. And he's just, they're just love taps on that wall.
Here comes Dan, here comes Dan. He's going to look to the outside of one. Can he get it done there? No, he can't. He's going to have to tuck back in. Maybe he can get the traction out of turn 3. It's very tricky in these conditions to get a cut back. The tyres can't quite live with it. Maybe down Raffles Boulevard at the exit of this corner, but he's just gone in a bit deep. It's going to cost him on the exit. Raymond, similar line. Dan has a lot of ERS, but so does... Raymond's burning for his, but only one more lap to go after this.
Yeah, 5 seconds is the gap out front now. I put my money the wrong way around because Dirty Orange is looking very, very comfortable at the minute.
Without a mistake for him, it's all but over.
P2 and P3 here, all up for grabs.
Yeah, fight for the podium between three of them. Tyser's still got that penalty though. He's got actually
it's
6
gonna
seconds
hurt
of
him.
penalties, which means that's track limits, mate. So they will not be removed. So the fight for the podium is really just between Raymond and Dan the Racer. Who will be second? Who will be third? But you never know until you cross the checkered flag who it is going to be.
Too right, and Raymond, he's just got enough pace to, on the straight, stay ahead of Dan the Racer very, very comfortably. But yeah, this is definitely hampering Dan as the Ferrari's in the wall once again, mate, of Greedo.
Greedo? Greedo, he was down there with Hoffa, wasn't he?
Oh, that's a dangerous part of town. Wow. And oh, to add insult to injury, Hoffa got a overtaking under yellow flag, so he literally had to stop and wait for Greedo to come back past him.
Dan's close again, mate. It's 0.3 to turn one. He just needs to get off turn 6 well. Oh no, he's turned him!
Oh!
He's turned
Contact.
Raymond! Oh, Raymond's going to be spewing, mate.
Absolutely.
Raymond's just had a podium taken away from him. Championship leader makes a mistake.
And Wazdog, the AI of Wazdog nearly overtakes the two of them. Dan really trying to cut that off and makes that cut off happen. But mate, Reedy is up onto the podium, as too is Tystar, but Tystar carrying that penalty.
Another swing in the championship now, mate.
Yes.
He waited there. He waited there for... Not sure if I would have done the same. Sometimes you just got to get on with it and accept the penalty later. But yeah, Tystar's onto the podium. I don't think he's going to hang on to it, however.
No, I wouldn't have thought he would. Which is
just because of the timing.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Look at Jodoku, he's pushing him here.
Well, Jodoku, he started on the back row. He started plumb last, mate. So
yeah, he did.
It's going to be it's going to be between one of the two of them for driver of the day. You would have thought.
Yeah,
as,
definitely.
Dirty Orange, as Hoffa picks up another penalty. Dirty Orange, mate. He's coming around the final couple of corners now, and I've just done all my points because he's come across the checkered flag in first place.
Yep, Dirty Orange wins again, second week in a row. Gives it a whole bit of gas across the line. Well done to him. Tysar's going to cross the line in second. He's going to fall to fourth behind Reedy and behind Jodoku. Good drive from those two, especially from Jodoku from the back of the grid. Very good drive from him. Tysar's going to finish fourth ahead of his teammate, Banana Hammock, mate. Raymond, who is... I can't think of anything to say, but he's going to be spewing. Yeah. He has just had a podium robbed, a P2 robbed from him. Wazdog ahead of Dan the Race, ahead of... Now it's going to be VX Greedo, mate, who's coming around the final corner. And what a race it could have been for him. It just didn't pan out, unfortunately. Little marble in the top 10 after all that. Well done to him, Hoffa, who...
Not without incident.
With the incident, comes home in P12, mate. It's not me, it's a few jumps in there on the line. And Maney's going to be the final finisher, mate, as he slowly, gingerly creeps around the final quarter for the last time. And there you go. He finishes in 13th. So get your votes in for driver of the day, guys. We'll have a chat with them. As well as the top three, mate.
Well, I think one of the top three will be the driver of the day, and the game's driver of the day is Jodoku, and I have to agree with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, mate. I don't think I can disagree with you. From P20 to P3, doesn't matter how many safety cars you were, it still takes composure and skill to do.
Yeah, too right, and especially, you know, he had Hoffa smash into his side pod there at one stage, so. Yeah, well done from Jodoku there. Excellent drive. Yeah, he's absolutely put on a clinic.
But he has. So, Dirty Orange Reedy, Jodiku, the top three. Reedy takes home that fastest lap as well, mate, when we're in those dry conditions early on. And then the top 10, as we've just seen. Final finisher was a maniac down there in 13th, mate. So, well done to everyone who actually finished it.
In terms of the championship, also, mate, Dan the racer P8, Reedy, his closest rival P2 and the fastest lap. So I actually think we might have just seen a changing of the guard for the lead of the championship.
You might be right. You might well be right, mate. So we'll have to. Well, hold on. Where did he finish? Reedy finishes second.
Second.
So he gets 26 points because of fastest lap, and Dan gets 8.
He might be behind
an 8.
still.
He finishes 12. No, it's going to be it's 20. It's going to be even. It was 14 points going in. It is going to be even, Steven, as we go to Imola next week, mate. So we're going to have an even in the championship as we go to next week's race. And well, I think it actually might be Reedy on wins, mate, who has more. So there you go. But we're just waiting for the final driver to join us for the podium interviews, I think.
Yes, I haven't seen Reedy appear yet.
No Reedy yet. No, he definitely has an invite, so we'll just wait for him. Another final reminder to get your driver of the day votes in. I'll put the link in the chat for everyone there, so you can have your say. We'll have an interview with them, but I suspect that they might already be in the party, mate.
Yes, I would most definitely agree with that.
Well, while we wait for Reedy, we can kick it off, mate, with Tystar, who finished third, mate. Tystar? Jodiku, mate. Yeah, Moosey, kick it off with Jodiku, who finished P3.
Well, Jodiku, plumb last after qualifying with that quali ban. You've brought it back to finish on the podium, mate. That is probably your greatest drive in the OSRL to date, mate. Give it to us in your words.
Plumb last with 5 laps to go too, bro.
Yeah?
I was last of the pack of the safety car. I just kept my foot down, kept my head down. A lot of carnage. Some of the guys are driving like kids out there, but
yep.
You know, I kept my head down and I just kept racing and made work of it, man. I knew I was going to get a podium from the back of the grid.
Well, talk us. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 wing changes too.
Talk us through that contact that you had with Hoffa. Did you get any side pod damage out of it? Because it looked like a fair shunt.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to check the footage, check the MFD. My car felt a bit funny after that, anyway. But yeah, I don't know what his thing was. He hit the brakes way late in I should swear, in a little tight section like that. Yeah, I don't know what that dive was. He shouldn't have dived like that. Yeah, I don't know. I've just, I'm not too happy with the way that some of the guys were driving tonight, man. I wasn't the biggest fan. I had a lot of help on my side. I had Sumi Skate help me out a lot. He helped with the strategy, and we knew I was gonna go out on the hards to start off with, and go on to. I knew it was gonna go wet, so I was hoping to stay on the hards, and I just couldn't because, the start of the race, did you just get that? Where I got pinched at the start?
Possibly.
Either side. I got sandwiched, so that blew out my hard strategy, so I had to jump on the mediums, which didn't end up too bad because the rain came a bit earlier, but yeah, just head down in the wet, man. I tried to put in the fastest laps. I was gaining on Reedy towards the end there. Almost jagged him, but yeah, I've made a few errors in the last 3 corners. I had the 5 cousins too help me out. They're all teaching me, mate. All learning the ropes. I learned from last week. It was a bit of a schmozzle, and that's not happening again. Now I know. So you don't know till you know, eh?
It's all about learning, mate. It's all about learning, and you bounce back strong, mate. So congratulations on P3. It was a good drive, even though you were in the wars for about 27 of the 31 laps. But you came up on the podium, so well done.
Yeah, baby. I'd like to thank Jesus and Muhammad and Buddha. Yeah, baby. Woo! All right, take care, fellas.
Thank you, mate. Moose, now we move to Reedy, P2. Reedy, you looked like it all went wrong for you in the middle of that race, and then somehow the seas opened for you like you were Moses, mate, speaking of references, and you slithered your way up onto the podiums, you snake.
Yeah, just come see me if you want to know how to bottle a race. I've done it a few times now this season. Thought it was all over after that pit stop when I knew I shouldn't have pit as soon as Dirty didn't pit. And then, yeah, got caught up and had to pit again. Lucky another safety car came out, and then, yeah, I couldn't believe me luck with Dan and, is it Banana or someone? But, yeah.
Raymond.
Raymond, yep. Yeah, fuck. Talk about the luck.
Not lucky for Raymond, but lucky for you.
Well, Reedy, we've worked it out, mate, that you will more than likely be equal with Dan the Racer on points at the end of this weekend.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew I sort of worked out about 13-point different before tonight, but my maths could be wrong. It should be a good fight.
We did a little calculation just while we were waiting for you guys to all come into the party, and with the fastest lap, we have it as equal going into Imola.
Oh, should be fun.
Yeah.
Good battle.
Well, mate, P2 from yourself there today. Very well done.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you, my friend. So, now we move on to race winner, mate. Dirty Orange. That was amazing, mate. You just had so much pace in the wet.
Yes, boys. Love it.
2 weeks in a row, baby. Let's get it.
2 weeks in a row. Yep.
Who's done that recently? Both of us. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Oh, mate, what a race. Good result for you.
Yeah, well, I was just sitting here listening to you guys yabber on the whole race, and I could hear how much carnage was going on behind me, so there's no way I was going to pit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It was as simple as that. I knew at France, when I won my race at France, I was fast on the wets, so I thought I'll just keep going. I mean, there were 50% at the end, but I just didn't want to get stuck in the pack. I was behind Reedy, and I was catching him, but I couldn't pass him, so it was up to him to make a mistake or pit, and he picked one of those options, so thanks, Reedy, for the win.
Throw a little bit of shade on him. I love it. But yeah, good qualifying. Good qualifying from you. Good qualifying. Good race pace. It all worked out in the end for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely stoked. It just had to be consistent. Just keep putting the laps down. I knew I had the pace, so just keep going and going and put the mute button on, so I didn't listen to what you guys were saying for the last 5 laps, and just focused on every corner one at a time. Yep.
Didn't even realise you were in here, mate. So it was a pleasure to race engineer you. Let's say that. You only won because of me and Moose.
Yeah.
He did say he didn't box because we called it.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I'll take credit there.
Yeah, definitely. And well, that's now the 3rd win of the season for you. And you're moving towards an outside chance for the championship. I don't want to put the pressure on, but look, it's going to be getting closer up towards the top. And if you can continue this sort of run of form for the rest of the season, you're in with a chance, mate. So come home strong.
Yeah, well, you're doing a lot of talk about these two playing tight at the top. I'd say watch out for Dirty Orange.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for Dirty Orange.
Thanks, boys.
You're welcome. And we've got the driver of the day in Moose. It was Tystar, mate, voted by the fans. So, well done to Tystar. Moosey, take it away with our driver of the day.
Yeah, Tystar, second on track, 4th in terms of once the penalties were applied. Mate, you had a really good race from the back of the grid, and tell us about it from your point of view. That's it. Well, should we go there, old Captain Salty? How did you go overtaking in the wet conditions? Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair call. Well, you've gone. Wow. Thanks. Well, mate, you've gone from the back row of the grid. You've come home to finish P2. Unfortunately, with those penalties applied, P4, but you are the driver of the day. Well done.
Thank you. Shall I start? Well, Moose, I did say it was going to be a chaos-filled race, and well, that's exactly what we got, mate. It was chaos, it was carnage, it was action, and until we're back tomorrow night, both of us back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night,
nights in
T2,
a row.
Mate, what could you want more in the middle of the week than 2 nights of Moose and Deezy talking absolute shit?
I can think of a lot of other things.
Mate, and it's not just any other race, it's the longest race on the calendar. It's 10 o'clock, mate. We've been going for a long, long time. So we're going to let them all go,
past
mate.
my bedtime.
It's time to go home. Yeah, see you all tomorrow night. Stay safe out there.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Come back and hear us talk shit. Fuck you.
Who, what? Wait, what?
You.
Me?
Yeah. Listen to us talk shit tomorrow night. Fuck you.
What do you mean? We do talk shit.
Yeah,
there's a reason I had to mute you for the last 5 laps, so.
Because we talk shit.
I'll tell you what,
you
just,
talk about something for 2.5
just quietly, what the fuck was Hoffa doing in that race, man?
Hoffa was fucking
interesting
crazy,
fucking driving, man. He punted about fucking 10 people.
Yeah, he took Greedo out twice in the last couple of laps.